Mein Deutsch ist not gut. Ich verstehe nicht Deutsch. Entschuldigung mir bitte, ich habe mein Schulheft zu Hause vergessen. So hey everyone, welcome to another episode. Today we are here in Württemberg. I guess I don't pronounce that the proper way. I should, but we are in this amazing place in Germany where the Kögel trailers are having their headquarters. And as you can see behind me, the main reason for us is to gather the materials and the reference data for be able to recreate the trailers into the game, but let's wait for this guy to do his thing. The area is still busy, and as I said, the main reason is to gather the reference materials for the trailers, for the Kögel trailers, and their products, to be able to bring it to the Euro Truck Simulator 2. But we decide that because of this amazing young guy Kevin, to kind of dedicate this episode to something new as well, and that is to his personal story. Kevin, can you introduce yourself and tell us something about you, please?
Hi, my name is Kevin. I'm 19 years old. I have an internship at the moment at the Kögel Trailer GmbH in the IT department. So my actual job is already some kind of the system administrator of the IT.
So, and is it something like very common for Kögel trailers to be open for these internships, like with people, or is it something you guys started to do recently? Or?
It's not a new thing. Almost the whole IT department is at the moment started here as an apprentice, and the opportunity from Kögel to make this, to offer this to young people already started many years ago.
You always been an IT guy, because that's kind of the interesting part of your story as well.
That's one of the parts why I came to Euro Truck Simulator, because I love the simulation, the technical aspect behind it. My dad take me to LAN parties.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but don't the Counter-Strike games, It was more kids-friendly, so yeah. The gaming was also every time a thing of me. I liked it very much. My parents, I would say they weren't a fan every time.
I have the same story, like my parents. So my parents were too, always like, you're spending way too much time at the computer, and go outside and you will never find yourself a job if you will spend this amount of time in a computer. But look at us where we are. I mean, you, through your passion to computers and games, you kind of get in touch with Euro Truck Simulator 2, right?
Yeah.
Later on, what was the year like?
Oh, the year was like maybe 2014, 2 years. The game was released, I
2012,
think. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was the time my dad bought this game, but he bought a steering wheel as well, and this was always a big pleasure to play with him, and it was really nice. So that's where the beginning was. So as I'm getting older, I had more interest in computers, in the tech. Not only in the gaming anymore, it's a brighter bandwidth.
Yeah,
I'm
like everything, like the networks and hardware.
Especially the networks. They're very surprising stuff.
And you were also like thinking that while you were like discovering and exploring your passion for the hardware, computers, networking, everything, but also for the automotive industry, like through your...
That's the really interesting part, because my dad works already in this industry. In German it's called Kfz-Meister.
Okay.
So he's a bigger mechatronic.
Oh.
Well, at that kind, when you drive in the holidays, I spent the most time at our car window watching those trucks, and when we had delivery of firewood, I always jumped all about around the trucks which coming and deliver the wood.
Awesome.
That was for me such a great experience. And to the so that I live in the near of Burtenbach, I came in touch with Kögel through job fairs and stuff like that.
Of the recruitment, or,
especially that, and it was an opportunity for me to
have something from the both worlds, like
exactly. I have both worlds. I can do my IT stuff, and I see trailers and this tech everywhere and every day. And walking to the production is also such a nice thing you don't have everywhere. So
yeah, that's true.
I can see where the developments were going. I have the contacts in our construction department to see and to hear about new things. And like to Sebastian, he's big fashion in his trailers, so you can ask him everything. He will answer that in such a great bandwidth you can't handle yourself with.
Yeah, he was kind of giving us a quick tour today.
So quick was a bit.
It was kind of, but it was cool.
He
like
could talk
any
more.
question I laid to him, he was like immediately like answering that. That was cool to see that you guys are having such passionate people here for the craft and for the industry.
Another opportunity Kögel gave me was to go on the IAA in Hannover last year. Not just for a day or so. I was the supportive man from the IT, so I had the whole week spent over there. Apart working aside,
of course.
I can go walk around, see all these trucks and stuff, and it was also a huge thing, which I want to thank you to Kögel. It was very great experience.
Great to hear, yeah. So when did you get the like information that we are actually in touch with you guys and that we are coming to Burtenbach? You know,
it was like on the IAA especially. There I heard a colleague of mine from the IT called me, and he not called me by phone, but he said to me that some software developer asked Max about something with Digitalize, and do you know what he meant? I didn't. I said to him, "Oh, do you mean the SCS with Euro Truck Simulator? Oh my God, that would be great."
Yeah.
I would like to support you in any ways that I can support you.
That's awesome, and it's also very helpful for us to have something like you in these big companies, in these big brands, because like you said, your colleague from the IA called you, and you know, you like they were not really sure what we meant when we came to your booth. But if there is something like you who can help us, you know, from the inside to like explain or introduce our game to them, then it's way easier to start the negotiation, start the communication, start the discussions about the license. And so would you like recommend to go for a career in the automotive industry? Or
definitely, it doesn't need to be mechatronical or a handmade job. It can also be in our administration or in the finance, sales, whatever. You can connect everywhere. We have a new internship workshop with only for the internship. So
for mechanics?
For the mechanics, for all the mechanics, for the construction mechanics, for the metal workers. At least this year we actually offer the Fahrzeuglackierer. So
what's that?
There was the painter. Okay. That's the word I searched for. It gives someone a great opportunity. Kögel even supports you at your career after that, so you can go study if you want to. Why not?
Sounds like a nice place to work.
Kögel is actually a very nice place to work.
Awesome. And what about the back to the game, but back to the Euro Truck Simulator? Back to the Euro Truck Simulator 2. If there would be anything you could bring into the game, like by a snap of a fingers, what would that be for you? What would be the game changer for you?
I'm not quite sure, but something which would be nice is the loading process, if you can do it by hand. Or like we have with these trailers here, you have the opportunity, if you have different kinds of containers, you need to lock them, or you need to.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
You need to push the expansion in and out.
So you actually can do it by hand.
You can do this by hand.
But you mean that part?
The middle part.
This part is you cannot do by hand.
You can try it if you want.
No.
It's not that heavy.
I don't want to embarrass myself on the video.
You can
try to here. This is a lovely trailer, by the way. Like,
but what you can try by hand is the rear extension. That's not hydraulic. It's actually handmade. Something to do that in the game would be really nice.
Imagine that in a VR, you know, doing the workout as well. But it's quite easy.
It gets harder at the end.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit harder now.
Another thing is what Rainer doing in the front. Oh.
I left the hard part for you.
Thank you. We pretend like it's
Well, we can make it happen, I guess. And it's done. Should I as well like this?
Perfect. So that's some kinds.
So I'm working for you guys now.
Perfect. Here, contract. Sign it.
Would you have any final last words, something like message to the community? Some advice? Or
not really. The game is great as it is, and it only gets better. So.
And it will get better once these beauties are in the game as well, right?
Only then.
Okay, Kevin, thank you so much for
You're welcome.
For your time, for your help here, and also to be, you know, basically in the automotive industry, but in the gaming community as well at the same time. Thank you so much. And that's it. We will see you at the next episode.